5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and today's Zaleski Sports broadcast. Welcome aboard. Jason Zaleski here, Matt Dickinson on camera, Cale Jacoby producing today's broadcast. And as I said, we are here at Sheboygan North High School, the home of the Raiders. And the Raiders come in at 1-1, but it does sound like national anthem time. We'll go through that and continue the pregame show in just a moment. All right, so as you can hear, people are excited for football in this 2021 Alt-Spring season. As I was saying just a moment ago before the national anthem, we're here at Sheboygan North High School, and the Raiders come in at a record of 1-1. They open up the season week 1, taking care of Green Bay East 40-6, and then on Thursday last week fell over at Appleton East 43-7 in that game. Appleton East with 312 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. We'll tell you now about the Appleton West Terrors, and Appleton West also comes in at a record of 1-1 here in this Alt-Spring season. They did lose the opener at home to Oshkosh West 31-6, and then last week you saw it live right here at Zaleski Sports. Took care of Manitowoc 38-0, and in that game had nearly 300 yards rushing, and that's why I bring up that stat. Other Sheboygan stats not made available anywhere that I've been able to find. So we're going to find out about that. But interestingly enough, again, Appleton West gets the win last week against Manitowoc by keeping the ball on the ground, rushing for nearly 300 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns for the Terrors last week. And as I was saying, Appleton East rushed for 312 yards and 5 touchdowns just last week on Thursday against Sheboygan North. So you can put 2 and 2 together and see what you come up with, but that's about the setup I can give you. As I said, Sheboygan North has not made their stats available yet this season, so we're going to find out a lot about the Raiders here in this broadcast, as will the Terrors, and we are just about set here for kickoff. As I said, both teams coming in at a record of 1 win and 1 loss, and somebody will leave today a game over 500, somebody will leave a game under 500. And that's what we are here to find out. So again, thanks everybody for joining the broadcast tonight. Those of you that are watching right now, make sure to let your friends, neighbors, and strangers know how you found our game, and let everybody else around you know how they can watch Sheboygan North Raider and Appleton West Terror football here tonight. Again, it is North kicking off to West, as we will shorten up our play call in that way for the most of the remainder of the broadcast. And kicking off for the Raiders, Sam Lindau, a 5'7", 150-pound sophomore. Lindau ready, puts right foot into it, and kicks this one into the corner of the end zone, and that'll go out of the end zone. Nice, very nice kick there for Sam Lindau. And the Terrors will set up shop at the 20-yard line. So kick through the end zone, no time off the clock. So we start with 12 minutes. Here we go. And the first drive of the game for either team, this is the Terrors on offense first. Hamas in at quarterback. He's in on the pistol. Looks like Johnson to his right. It is, and the handoff goes to Ira Johnson. Picks his way across the 20-yard line where he's hauled down there. It looked like by number 25, Will Robinson. And I'll tell you, I'm already going to like having the PA guy next to me, and we'll make sure we get all the calls right for you, somehow, some way. Or maybe not, though. Oh, geez, he just said he's listening to me. Oh, boy, we're in for a long night. And we've got motion on the line. It looked like West left early, and they did. It'll be a 5-yard pre-snap infraction. Should probably tell our PA announcer here, I normally guess at who makes the tackles. And Hamas with the give now to Johnson. Johnson again bounces it left, and again tackled by Robinson.
Ball carried by Ira Johnson, taken down by Will Robinson.
And nice gain there, gain of about 13 on the play for Johnson. So 2 carries, 16 yards already for the Terrors. And I talked to Coach Mitch Johnson prior to today's game, and that's what he told me. I'm going to try to run the ball here a little bit. We see what East did last week and see if we can do some of that here again. And again, it's Hamas in the pistol. 2 to his right. Johnson is one of them. Johnson right behind left guard, in between that guard tackle hole, and another gain for Johnson. Be a gain of 6 on the play, bring up 2nd and 4. And following that left side now, 3 runs for Johnson, all on the left. That one, though, came inside. We're going to have 12 on the field, I think. Yep, and there it is. As Johnson gets the handoff, it won't matter anyway. Johnson breaking through tackles and down to around the 36-yard line. And that is what the call was. So 18-yard gain for Johnson, and the Terrors tearing right through the Raider defense here on this first drive of the game. So Johnson again stays in at running back. Hamas in the pistol. Hamas will play action, and he'll run. He'll keep on the play action, and had a gain of about 4 for Hamas. Yep, tackle made by number 19, Brandon Shane. Shane, a 6-foot, 170-pound junior. First carry of the game for quarterback Jack Hamas. That was good for 5 yards. So Hamas and his Terrors now 2nd and 5 from inside the 35 of the Raiders. Handoff up the middle to Johnson. Johnson running through and over, and again taken down by Shane. But not before a gain of about 9 on the play. A fresh set of downs coming up for West. And clock continues to run here as we run through the first quarter. Coming up on 3 minutes into this drive, and the Terrors just driving right down the field, mostly on the legs of number 24, Ira Johnson. And Hamas, handoff to Johnson, slips in the backfield, tries to sidestep the tackler, and Will Robinson on the tackle. And Johnson will gain about 3 on the play. My friend and yours, Jason Gordon, watching the broadcast today. Says, let's go north. Thank you, Jason, for watching. Make sure you go tell 2 people how they can watch football right along with you here, north and west. West with the ball here on this opening drive of the game, 2nd and 7. Hamas calls for it as we see Ben Volavsky in the game for the first time. He is the ball carrier, breaks 1 tackle, and Robinson pushes him out of bounds. And it'll be a gain of about 9 on the first carry for Volavsky as Ira Johnson had to take a breather. 6 carries, 52 yards on this drive, and gets the breather. Now both Johnson and Volavsky will be in the backfield with Hamas as Hamas looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Mitch Johnson, and the 1st and 10 from the north 11, maybe even the 12-yard line. We'll call it the 13 now that I'm at it. So from the 13-yard line, Hamas with the give to Volasky. Volasky burrows his way up the middle, and Robinson another tackle. He's been busy on this drive, tackling West running backs, and a gain of 4 for Volasky. As we see number 77, Matthew Vandewedge, hustle off the field, 6'2", 305-pound sophomore. He comes off here as the Terrors now inside the Raider 10-yard line on 2nd and 5. The give to Johnson. Johnson again on the left side, pushes his way up ahead, and he'll gain about 3 on the play. And again, the Terror running attack has been all from the left side here on this drive. 7th carry of the drive for Johnson. He's got 55 of the Terror's yards here on this drive alone. 13 of them belong to Volasky. 5 of them belong to Hamas, and nobody has stopped Appleton West yet. 3rd down, though, big chance here for North to see if they can get the Terrors at least into a 4th down, if not chase the offense off the field altogether. Here's Volasky on the give, and a tackle made in the backfield, and it's just what the Raiders needed, as Volasky is going to be stopped, a gain of about 1, and it looks like number Cade Allen on the tackle. I would agree with that. And others. So the 4th down I had just mentioned has appeared, and it'll be Coach Johnson keeping his offense on the field here on 4th down. F-ball master says, let's go, my Raider brothers. Okay, well, your Raider brothers need to stop here. 4th and 3 from inside, just outside the 5-yard line. And the give goes to Volasky. Volasky races to the edge and will not get it. The defense stands for Sheboygan North. 4th and 4, Cale, on that one. Is that what it was? About? Yeah, give or take. So we'll give 3 yards there to Volasky, but the defense stands. And just in time, as, again, football master says, let's go, my Raider brothers. And he came in and cheered his brothers on just in time as they get the Terror offense off the field. 6:31 left on the clock. I'll do a little math here for you. And a run up the middle on the first offensive play from the line of scrimmage for the Raiders. Is it 24 on the carry? 2. Okay, I was close. I had 1 number right. Tudis. Okay. Max Tudis on the carry. Picks up 6. And now Tudis will keep again, and he's going to be dragged down from behind. It'll be no gain on the play for Tudis. Yeah, tackled by the nose tackle there, number 67, not found on our game day roster today. So if anybody out there knows 67, let us know. People type that in later, so they'll let us know who 67 is, those of you watching from the Appleton area. As Tudis now and on the counter play and working around the left edge there, number 15 is the ball carrier, Carter Bell. And Bell has enough for the 1st down. So needed 4, got 4. And a fresh set of downs for the Raiders. Got some entertaining folks sitting in the top row here in front of us, so I'll tell you about them here in just a minute. As the handoff comes outside, Bowling plowing his way through, and Carter Bell rams himself ahead, and it's enough for a Raider first down. And it'll be a gain of about 13. We'll call it 14 on the play for Bell as he plowed over Terrors on his way up the Sheboygan North sideline. An 84-yard, 5-minute, 29-second drive, 11-play drive for Appleton West. But again, the North defense stands tall, gives their offense the ball, which they have now. Here's Tudis on a play that didn't quite develop. And Tudis may, are they going to mark him off here? They're going to say no gain on the play for Tudis. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And again, those watching from the Appleton West area looking for number 67, if anybody has a name on 6'7" in white. I'll let you know who that is. Made a nice tackle a few plays back. The 2nd and 10 now from the 31-yard line. And the Raiders, the ball goes through Tudis' hands, and he'll fall on it. And it's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and long for North. Loss of 6 by the time that's marked off. Which brings Tudis' stats to 3 carries, no yards. All erased on the fumbled snap there. So Tudis tells the play to the right side of his offensive line, the left side of his offensive line. Now breaks the huddle here on 3rd and 16. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the first. A fast-moving first quarter. One in motion is Bell, and Tudis calls for it, and at the snap, whistles blow. And we've got a timeout on the field. It'll be timeout Sheboygan North. All right, Cale, I've talked enough as it is. Let's hit one commercial. Be back to North right after this.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
All right, back here to Sheboygan North. We got a couple fans here having a real nice time tonight. It's a great day outside. A very nice evening as it's turned out. Temperature above 50 degrees. The sun broke out before kickoff, and I'd call it partly cloudy skies at this point. And a temperature above 50 degrees. And that is going to be okay with me. As we come out of the North timeout, it is still 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 as Tudis puts one in motion. Motion man comes in front of him. Tudis rolls out to his right, left-handed quarterback, flips it up ahead, pass caught at the 30, breaking one tackle and breaking another. It's going to be a gain of 18 on 3rd and 16. Make sure I get the number right here. 25 is what I had there, Will Robinson. You guys agree with me? 25 on the reception? Yep, okay. A big reception there on 3rd and long for Will Robinson. So Robinson and the defense gets the Terrors off the field, and on 3rd and long, Robinson makes good. A big catch there to refresh the downs here as North now on their own 43-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle and will lose about 2 yards on the carry. And as they unpile, 27, Isaac Laws. Fosbender on the tackle for the Terrors, so 2nd and long now. But again, back to that nice, really nice run after the catch by Robinson. It looked like that play was going to be maybe held to just 2 yards, maybe 5, and as Robinson kept going, shedding Terror tacklers. Very nice there. Brings up this 2nd down, though. Tudis on the option, and he'll rumble ahead for a gain of about 2. John Moe says, go Terrors. John, thank you for watching here tonight. And the Here We Go Raiders chant breaks out. Love to hear that. Didn't hear a whole lot of that during winter sports with some limited attendance, but get to hear some now, and hopefully more as we go on. Keep letting the people in, keep letting them have fun. Tudis in the pistol, one behind him. Now motion man comes to his left, that's Bell. Tudis looking, fires across the middle, and pass complete there to 17, Evan Spaulding. And Spaulding has another first down for North as the ball now across the 40, and for the first time into territory as the ball will be marked at the 36-yard line of Appleton West. So Tudis on this drive able to complete a couple long distance passes and made longer by Yak, the yards after the catch. So Tudis now, his Raiders from the 36 of Appleton West. First time in West territory. Tudis on the option will pitch it out to Bell, and Bell will rumble ahead. In on the tackle for West, number 22, Jake Dorn. So 5 yards on the credit to Bell. He's got 3 carries on the drive for 23 yards. 67 is Chuck Tepler. Thank you very much. I knew we'd find an answer. And we've got a flag here. This play may be coming back, but if it doesn't, Robinson is going to go the distance. And we'll see what the flag is all about here. Tudis believes it's a touchdown. He's going to check with our white hat, Bob Fletcher. And Fletcher, our white hat, is going to let us know if this is coming back or if it's 6 on the board for North. And he and Tudis are having a conversation right now. And Tudis hasn't celebrated yet, and he won't because it's a pre-snap infraction on the Raiders. Again, our white hat today, Bob Fletcher, will make the call now official as it's an illegal shift on North. It'll be 2nd and about 10 upcoming. Breaking news, we've got Lil John in front of us, coming all the way from Atlanta to watch tonight's game. Kale knows what I'm talking about. Well, it's a nice day to visit Wisconsin on the lovely western shores of Lake Michigan. So 2nd and 10 after the pre-snap motion penalty on North. And the handoff will go nowhere. The give to Isaac Laws. And tackle made in part by Kyle Meyer. And have we reached the end of the first quarter here, Kale? We have indeed. The first quarter has come and gone. No score here from Sheboygan North. It'll be North ball when we come back to start the second quarter right after this. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today. Witness the difference.
As we come back here to North, start of the second quarter, it's 3rd and 10 for the North Raiders. A little bit of housekeeping out there, Jason and Tendums and Braden. Cool it off there, guys, or we'll cool it off for you. We appreciate you watching and commenting, but it's, keep things friendly. We appreciate that. So 3rd and 10 now for the Raiders. Tudis in the pistol as he has been all game. Behind him, Micah McNeil. And Tudis will swing it out to Bell on the right side into the right flat, and that might gain a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Raiders. Coaching staff from the bleachers yells, "Go for it." They got a couple active ones out here right out the window. I like it, though. It's fun. They know a lot. And again, one of them's Lil John, coming in from Atlanta. So he probably does know things. 4th and 10, offense stays on the field for the Raiders. So Tudis again puts Bell in motion to his left, and now to the left rolls Tudis. He'll go to Bell. Bell will sneak back inside one and won't be enough for the first down. As the defense stands, it's number 48, Brandon Dodge, on the tackle for the Terrors, and off the field go the Raiders. So 7-minute, 31-second drive for the Raiders. And ends at the Appleton West 33-yard line. Add the yardage up for you here after this Appleton West play as that's Volavsky taking the direct snap, and Volavsky is going to get bottled up, a gain of just a couple for Ben Volavsky, a gain of about 3 as they unpile. So gain of 3, it's 4th carry, 19 yards for Volavsky. 61 yards on the drive for the Raiders. Again, it goes 7 minutes, 31 seconds, but given back on downs. So each team has had a swipe at the ball. Each team has had a turnover on downs, and now on this carry by Volavsky again on the direct snap, he'll eke out 1 yard, and a 3rd down upcoming for the Terrors. Our friend and yours, Sherm, coming back on the broadcast again today. Don, also watching online. Thank you, Don. Appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. And make sure to keep telling people there's live football going on. As a matter of fact, there's a big 3rd down right now. 3rd and we'll call it 6 as Hamas rolls out to his left. Right-handed quarterback being chased there. He's got nowhere to go with it. It's going to be ran out of bounds. And a big 4th down coming here as they unpile. And they push around the tackler. Number 24 is Cade Allen. So Cade Allen on the tackle. They'll give Hamas, I'm gonna give him a gain of none. And 4th down upcoming for the Terrors. We'll see what they do with it. Saw Manitowoc doing a lot of those what I call a sprint punt that didn't go so well last week. Terrors a more traditional punt, but from inside their own 40-yard line, it's going to be a timeout. So North is going to call the timeout. We'll keep it here as we'll roll through some of the other scores. I know some folks were curious about some of the other scores around the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network, so we'll take you through those during this Sheboygan North timeout. We'll start first in Stevens Point as the Spash Panthers taking on Fond du Lac, and we're looking for a score there. It looks like they're fixing up the scoreboard right now, so we'll get that updated for you momentarily. As we've got Larry Hazer on the call and Dan Ross over in Stevens Point. Again, we'll circle back to that one and get you a score there soon as they're getting their scoreboard situated. Over in Green Bay, it is Neenah 13, Green Bay Preble nothing as they play early into the second quarter. And timeout on the field again here in Sheboygan. So time back in, and the offense leaves the field now. So timeout perhaps well spent by Coach Joey O'Brien for North as the punt team comes on the field there, and they do punt. So the Terrors will punt away on 4th down, and nobody back to receive. It'll land on the 30 and roll just inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for North from that spot. So just a short 1 minute 23-second drive there for West. And nice job by Sheboygan North defense, as they will start now on the 19-yard line, their own 19. Again with 9:37 left to play before half.
Ball carried by Carter Bell.
So Carter Bell on the carry, and will lose about 3 on the effort. So 4 carries, 20 yards now for Bell. 22 yards total for North on 9 rushes here through about a quarter and a half of action. Again, second quarter in Stevens Point. We're waiting for them to clear up any scoreboard issues as this one gets behind Robinson. He alertly and astutely falls on it, but he falls on it at his own 6-yard line. Big loss on the play there for Robinson and the Raiders. Going to be a loss of about 13 by the time that's all calculated up. So third down a long ways coming up here for Sheboygan. So Tudis now puts Bell in motion to his left, drops back, looks left, fires deep. And going for Robinson, and that ball is going to be batted away by Johnson, nearly picked off. But Johnson on the pass deflection. 21 on the pass defense there. That's Pat Crawford. So Crawford will get a pass defensed and a fourth down coming up for the Raiders. Fond du Lac 14, Spash nothing, as I believe they are in the second quarter of play. And I'll tell you this, folks, we hope you stay here with this one, but if you do watch a second game, let's see where they're going to spot this ball now. Be very, very favorable position here for West, as the ball, they will start deep inside of Raider territory at the Sheboygan North 25-yard line. And they do so with 8:01 here to play before halftime. Get back to that Spash game in just a moment. As Hamas looks, now tucks and runs, and able to find some room to the left. To Hamas across the 10 to the 5, and will fall inside the 5-yard line. And they will spot him down right at the 5. And a gain of 20 on the play for Jack Hamas. 20-yard carry on his third carry of the game, and first and goal now for the Terrors. Yep, second quarter, Fond du Lac 14, Spash nothing as of yet. Panthers will have something to say in that one. As here's Hamas now, and the give to Volavsky. Volavsky may have lost the ball, and Sheboygan North thinks they have it. We'll see what the call is here. And it looks they're going to keep it with the Terrors. So Volavsky looked like he got the handoff clean, just dropped it coming out there. A Raider may have got his hand on it. And the Boo Birds come out in front of us. Of course, all the referees here in front of us. They could see it. Second and goal now. Did gain a yard. They're going to give Volavsky a yard on that one. As Hamas now again will roll to his right. Pressure right away. Flips it across the middle and into traffic. And fortunately for the Terrors and Hamas, falls to the ground. That was a risky decision there by Jack Hamas to bring up 3rd and goal for the Terrors. Again, it was a turnover on downs on the first drive of the game for West. Big 84-yard drive. Took 7:31 off the clock, but North able to hold defensively and looking to hold here again. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Might even call it the 2. 1 in motion for the Terrors, and the handoff goes to Volafsky, and as he crosses the goal line, the ball pops out, and touchdown is the call. Terrors score first here in Sheboygan. And the Boo Birds again come out. It's just a very energized crowd. I don't know that they even know what they're booing about. Just a very energized crowd. Just happy to be here tonight. As that drive takes 55 seconds and goes 25 yards, and ending with a 2.5-yard touchdown carry for Ben Volafsky. And on the extra point, snap over the head of the holder, and on the fire play, wide open in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. So sometimes when things go wrong, they go so wrong they actually turn out right, and they did that time for the Terrors as Matt Vanderputten alertly flipped the ball into the end zone and found his receiver standing there all alone, and it is 8-0 West. We'll keep it here as we change possession here, and as we do, again, telling you about that Stevens point score. It's now Fond du Lac 21, Spash nothing. Larry Hazer and Dan Ross on the call over in Stevens Point, and we are so very fortunate to have the luxurious voice of Larry Hazer on the broadcast over in Stevens Point tonight. Normally takes care of all of our, and all of his, I should say, Neilsville Warrior play calling duties. Every now and then we'll dabble in Loyal and Greenwood, but tonight brought them all the way up to D1 and to bring you what could be, we'll see, could be the best team in the state, the Fond du Lac Cardinals, taking on the Spash Panthers. Gave an update on that Neenah score just a moment ago. Let's do it one more time as we wait for the kickoff here. And they play there with 9 minutes left in the second. Neenah 20, Green Bay Preble nothing. So kicking off for West is Jared Marvin. Sophomore for the Terrors as they sport an 8-0 lead, and as they do, the ball falls off the tee. Marvin will squish it back down, ball and tee into the ground. And Marvin kicks a low worm burner, and that one is fielded at the 25-yard line, picking his way through up near the 40-yard line. See who the ball carrier is here in just a moment. That may be Bell, and it is Bell on the kick return. So Carter Bell and his Raiders will start at their own 38-yard line. And they do so with 6:57 left here before half. And Bob Fletcher, our white hat, whistles the teams to the line of scrimmage here as we play now halfway through the second quarter. Here's Tudis, puts Bell in motion. And the handoff is going to come up the middle. Ball was briefly on the ground. Evan Spalding with the handoff and had briefly lost control, fell back on it, and as he does, a gain of 4 for Spalding.
Taken down by Peyton Stadler.
So 2nd and 7 upcoming here for North. Braden joining in the broadcast, thought it was a lucky drive for West. Well, I don't know about luck, but certainly fortunate in their field position. Now stacked up in the backfield is Bell. At 58, I think, is in on the tackle there. Evan Fossbender. We'll give Fossbender at least a half tackle there for the effort. A loss of about 1 on the carry. So 3rd and 7. 41-yard line. I think some of the are the North parents telling the students to get fired up? Is that what's happening here? Well, somebody's got to lead the cheer. So it's somebody's responsibility. It doesn't matter who. 3rd and 7 now as Robinson comes in motion. The pitch will go to Robinson. Big fella runs through the middle there, and he's going to be taken down, a gain of a few, as he's tackled by 66, believes. Well, it can't be. 68, yep, Cole Dornfeld. Looked like a 6, and then it turned into an 8. And again, it's an unfortunate stat line for Robinson. Two carries, minus 11 yards, but the minus 13 carry, the pitch went over his head. But that's the way the stats are kept. And 4th down now, the punt team comes on for the Raiders. And punted away, and it's going to land at the 33-yard line. And it was briefly watched over there by number 17, Terry Poe, and finally downed by the Raiders, downed at the 21-yard line, and that's where the Terrors will take up shop here. Deep now into the second quarter, 4:55 remains on the clock. 4th possession for the Terrors. It was it was a turnover on downs on the first possession after it went 84 yards. Turnover on downs from the 6-yard line, and then a punt, and then the Volavsky touchdown after the fortunate field position, starting on the 25-yard line, now starting way back on their own 21. Hamas in the shotgun. And Hamas will keep himself on that little mesh play there, and will go about a yard on the carry for Hamas. Jonah Weinfurter, number 73. Another one of the many sophomores on this team for the Raiders. Weinfurter goes 5'9", 220 as a sophomore. But the roster, as I look over it, just a quick glance, about half of this roster sophomores for the Raiders. Now Hamas in the pistol, and the give comes, and knee was down there, yeah, so just going to be a couple yards as Johnson with the carry. And Johnson will pick up about 3. So 8 carries now, 58 yards for Ira Johnson. Again, on that opening drive of 84 yards. Actually, I have that wrong. How about this? The opening drive of 94 yards. Johnson ran 55 of them. So first carry for Johnson since that opening drive. And brings up a 3rd and 6. Hamas going to keep himself, going to run right behind Johnson and pile ahead and plow ahead, and it's going to be enough for the first down. A big run for Hamas, and a gain of about 8 on the carry. And a lot of noise down here below us again. Be one of those games, man. If we had a couple of cameras with us, we'd be a lot of crowd shots right now. A lot of crowd shots, but instead we'll just tell you about it. And that'll have to do. Yeah, Football Master says he lives right near the field, can hear the crowd. Well, good, you should. They're loud. As Hamas drops back to pass, 3-step drop, fires to the right side, and overthrown as he overthrows everybody on the field. Mason Rake, the intended, or the nearest Terror wide receiver. That ball overthrown to everybody. So 2nd and 10 upcoming for West. 3:02 before half. Again, a very fast-moving first half. About 40 minutes on the dot and 24 minutes on the clock. So game moving very, very fast. As Hamas looks left on the drop back and hurried out of the pocket. Now fires it up ahead, and that ball nearly intercepted as the pass defensed by number 21, Brandon Green. As the mark overshot once again, pass intended for 18, Spencer Steffen. So 3rd and 10 now on back-to-back incomplete passes for Hamas and the Terrors. They've gotten away from the run here a little bit. Again, they ran essentially right down the field on the opening drive and ran 25 yards on drive number 3. That's the one prior to this, and now have gone away from the run. And on 3rd and 10, it looks like another pass play to me as 3 receivers stacked up to the bottom of your screen. And Hamas does drop back to pass. Now scrambles out to his right and flicks it on ahead. Be a gain of about eight on the play on the pass completion. And pass complete to number 16, Brennan Sunke, with the pass completion. Now the Terrors punted near this place just a couple drives ago. They're about 6 yards further up ahead from that spot, so they will now go for it here from their own 43-yard line. And before they do, we'll get a timeout on the field. It's a timeout, Appleton West. We will take that timeout too. Be back to Sheboygan in 30 seconds. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Scotty's. Oh, wait now. Back here to Sheboygan. As 4th and 4 now upcoming for the Terrors. Third down pass play gets them to this point as Brennan Sunke with about a 6.5, call it 7-yard pass reception. Now 4th and a long 3 for the Terrors as the Raiders bring pressure. Hamas with the keep. Hamas will spring himself up ahead, still on his feet, and Hamas will lunge forward. It's a gain of about 7 on 4th and 3, another first down for West. Hamas on the option and kept, and as he's kept on the option up until this point, he's followed his lead blocker through the hole. This time he essentially countered to his left and got enough, more than enough for the first down. Now near the 50-yard line, Hamas back to pass and looking quick pass out to the right and skips it in to the intended receiver, incomplete. 2:17 left to play here before halftime. It'll be 2nd and 10 upcoming. Again, 3 games across the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network going on right now. It is Nina at Green Bay Preble and Fond du Lac at Spash. And watch them all. There's no reason not to. They're all free. So Hamas looks left and throws left, and a quick pass goes out of bounds. And intended receiver there was Steffen. Carter Bell defensively for the Raiders in the neighborhood. At 3rd and 10 now from their own 49-yard line. But again, I don't know if we've, aside from the Hamas scrambles or perhaps called runs, but have not seen a traditional run on this set. Now you may say, all right, Zaleski, well, there's, a little time left on the clock. There's 4:55 left when the Terrors took over, but they have gone away from the run here, now deep in the second quarter. Hamas again rolling out to his left. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be Steffen. And Steffen's going to catch the ball inside the 45. Call it the 43-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and about 3. They're going to give it 2. So, 8 on the reception. 4th and 2 now. And the second 4th down here on the series. And this one started back at the 21-yard line with just under 5 minutes left to play before halftime. Now 2:08 as the snap will come now to Hamas on 4th down. The give to Johnson. Johnson has enough for the first down, and he'll rumble ahead for 4 yards on 4th and 2 and a first down for the Terrors. Tackle made by the senior, 5'8", number 8, Josh Bauer. And now quickly up, and Hamas is going to be taken down, no gain on the play. Just as I was hunting a number, they go quick. Now whistles are on the field. What do we have here? They're going to respot the ball. Okay. Ball's in the right spot, 2nd and 10. Clock runs, just over 90 seconds remain on the pump, and Hamas is going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He's stopped there by Mason Debink. And we got a timeout on the far side of the field. That'll be a West timeout. We'll keep it here, Cale. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Today's broadcast produced by Cale Jacoby and camera operated by Matt Dickinson. Let's take a quick another peek over in Green Bay, as it's Neenah now 32-0 over Green Bay Preble as they play with 5.5 left before the half. And in Stevens Point, Fond du Lac now 28-0 over Spash. They play also in the second quarter. Spash with the ball now inside the Fond du Lac almost 20-yard line. Again, Larry Hazer, Dan Ross on the call there. Mike Wendlandt on the call up in Green Bay. As we are spread out as effectively as possible today. Got 4 events for you tomorrow. I'll tell you about those in just a moment. 3rd and 10 now coming out of the West timeout. 1:17 left as one comes in motion to the right of Hamas. Hamas looks left, throws left. Throwing there for Steffen and overthrows the target. So Spencer Steffen in double coverage. So nice job there for the Raiders on pass coverage there to kind of bracket Steffen, as Hamas has kind of stared down his receivers here just a bit here in the first half. Now 4th down upcoming with just over a minute to play here before halftime, and Terrors keep the offense on the field. They play from the north 38-yard line. Hamas again sprints left, looks left, fires left, and fires into the ground. It'll be a turnover on downs, and for the second time here in the half, the Raiders defense stands. So 3:45 on the drive. Drive goes 49 yards, but does stall out at the 39-yard line of North. So Sheboygan North will take over from there, looking to get themselves on the scoreboard here before the half. Motion man is Robinson. The pitch will come out to him and lose it behind him. Ball is still on the ground. Ball still loose on the ground. And it looks like West has fallen on it. They believe they have. And we'll see as they unpile here, but it looks like it is West ball. And indeed, Appleton West with the ball as the recovery made by Matt Vanderputten. As again, another pitch goes tall for Robinson. Not able to corral it. And just like that, it's a one-play drive and done. As North with the turnover, West back in business deep inside of Raider territory. They'll officially start this one at the 27-yard line. Been a pass-heavy second quarter for the Terrors, and as I say it, they will keep to Hamas, and Hamas slips down as he rounds the corner past the 20 up until around the 17, and give him a gain of 9 on the play for Hamas. So 8 carries, 50 yards, and quickly back to the line go the Terrors. Hamas calls for it right away, gives to Volavsky, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and he might have scratched out a yard. And tackle made by number 23, Zach Bridges. And they will say a gain of about 1. It's going to bring up a 3rd and very short here. Less than a yard until the false start. And a false start, Appleton West, and it'll now be 3rd and 6. Much more easier for me to compute the 3rd and 6 than a 3rd and a foot. My math brain was having some trouble there for a minute. I was going to convert to inches. Then I really started sputtering, and we get final timeout of the half here, Cale, for West. Do we agree with that? We think so? Yeah, okay. All right, so final timeout of the half for Appleton West. And as at last check in Stevens Point, the Panthers were on the march. As I look now, Fond du Lac back with the ball as they play with about 5 minutes left in the first half. Again, our first half, fast-moving first half. Everybody else, not so much. Again, 4:15 left. Neenah 39, Green Bay Preble nothing, as the Rockets running away with it in the first half over in Green Bay. All right, so 3rd and 6 now after the false start penalty on the Terrors. Terrors and Coach Johnson use their last timeout, get themselves regrouped, as we've got under 30 seconds here to play in the half. Here's Hamas, calls for it, takes it, looks right. Now steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, throws. He's got an open receiver, and he hits him.
Pass complete for an Appleton
Touchdown
touchdown.
to Caden Bell. Bell with the big touchdown from Hamas. And it is 14-0 West. And they do it with 14 seconds left in the half. On the kick is Marvin, and again, going to be a fire play here, and rolling, still rolling, and going to run it all the way to the 1 yard line. He's not going to get in. A lot of running there, but a lot of nothing else going on as Vanderputten, the door is slammed shut on his 2-point attempt effort. And the score will remain 14-0. Again, 14 seconds left before the half. We'll keep it here. The drive takes 46 seconds, goes 27 yards, and finishes with the touchdown pass from Hamas to Bell. 14-0 Appleton West. Again, we'll say thanks to Dan Sengel. Also say thanks to Jim McLowry for inviting us here tonight. Athletic directors for both schools. Deciding, hey, these guys did a pretty good job last week. Let's see if they can do it again. Challenge them to duplicate their effort. I told Matt and Kale on the way here, if we start maybe being bad at this job, they'll stop asking us to. Guys, we made a long drive. We come all the way from central Wisconsin. We love it. We have a great time. We stop at every quick trip along the way. We should start like a ranking, like a grading system on the quick trips. I don't know. I think they'd all be like 9 out of 10, some 10 out of 10. As the kickoff is going to be taken at the 12-yard line. And he's got a wall around the corner, and wall is shut off. Boy, a nice return, though, anyway, as that was number 21, Brandon Green. And any time left on the clock, Cale? 5 seconds left on the clock. So we'll see if Coach O'Brien wants to roll the dice here a little bit with 5 seconds. Somewhat favorable field position. But may just see a run here and get to the halftime locker room. And 14-0. You feel good about it if you're West. You don't feel that bad about it if you're North. So maybe you just hand it off here and live to see the second half. We'll see what they do as Tutis puts one in motion. Now back to pass goes Tutis. Tutis going to throw it over the middle and short hops that one in on its way to Robinson. And a few seconds taken off the clock. 2 seconds left. We'll get one more play from the Raiders. As Appleton West has 5 near the line of scrimmage, 6 back as far as, right now anyway, the 30-yard line. They may roam further than that at the time of the snap. They've got number 22, Jake Dorn, kind of pacing near the 30-yard line. Good 40 yards from the line of scrimmage. Now Tutis again puts one in motion and whistles, and it's going to be a false start, and we will do second down one more time.
False start against North.
But again, very fast-moving first half, and is one play from coming to an end. And again, now we've got Dorn roaming now near his 35, but still 30 now, maybe 25 yards from the line of scrimmage. He stands deep with three other defensive backs, and a run will be the call here. And the run on second down, the handoff goes to Isaac Laws, and that will be our final play of the half as Laws brought down after just a gain of a couple. And our final, as I said, our final run, our final play of the half, and that brings the half to a close as we see Appleton West take a 14-0 halftime lead here on the road in Sheboygan. Halftime show brought to you by Fleet Farm comes up now and ready for the second half right after this. Welcome to the Fleet Farm Halftime Show. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. We'll get you back out to your game very soon. Again, those of you looking for other games going on right now, here's the full schedule. And you can find all games live, all games free and live, all games free and live at ZaleskiSports.com. Fond du Lac is at Spash. Appleton West is at Sheboygan North. And Neenah is at Green Bay Preble as we are in week 3 of the Alt Spring football season. We're going to talk to you about a culminating event starting soon in Alt Spring volleyball. But before we get to that, again, those are the 3 games live for you that are going on right now. Fond du Lac is at Spash, Appleton West at Sheboygan North, and Neenah at Green Bay Preble. 3 good games going on right now all across the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Again, watch live and free at ZaleskiSports.com. Give you a quick Brewers update. Brewers are 3-4 on the very young season. Those of you that watched my Brewers preview last week, you are not surprised at 3-4. I'm not. It's probably exactly where they should be. The Brewers did win 2 games in a row. They took a series in Chicago. They lost the first, and then won 2 games straight, and then said, whoa. That's it. We're going to calm it down. Slow the train down. 2 in a row, back-to-back games. Let's calm it down. Let's lose the first game over in St. Louis, and that's exactly what they did yesterday, 3-1. They are off tonight, which is perfect, because that opens up the airwaves for our football games tonight. A little agreement that Zaleski Sports and the Brewers put together during the season. They know that the Alt Spring football season is very important and want to make sure that there's space for that. So the Brewers are off tonight. They're hanging out in St. Louis doing whatever Brewers do in an off night in St. Louis. We won't get into that. Tomorrow, Saturday at 1:15, the Brewers are back at it in St. Louis. Again, a 1:15 first pitch. The Brewers send Adrian Hauser to the hill, and the Cardinals will send up Carlos Martinez, or as they call him down in St. Louis, C-Mart. Anyway, C-Mart on the hill for the Cardinals tomorrow. First pitch at 1:15. C-Mart, in 5 innings pitched against Cincinnati on Sunday, gave up 4 runs, and then the Reds ran him off the mound after the 5th inning. So the Brewers, what they have struggled with really the most, and I don't know that it's even really comparable, hitting. They have been very poor from the plate in the first 7 games of the season. Pitching has been average, which is what I told you last week it would be, and it is. Pitching is average. Right now, the Brewers' hitting is failing, and they're still 3-4, so there's room for hope there. Actually, we'll take you through a couple of the Brewers' hitters. Omar Narvaez, who has actually started all games started 6 of the 7 games. He did get a rest day back on Sunday. Batting .444, he's got himself 5 RBI and 2 home runs, does Narvaez. As again, I said during the preseason breakdown that we went through all of last week that Narvaez and Manny Pena would probably alternate depending on who was pitching against the Brewers that day. But that has not been the case, and mainly because of how Narvaez has batted. Again, he leads the team with a .444 batting average, leads the team in home runs with 2, second in RBI with 5 behind Travis Shaw, and we'll talk about Travis Shaw next. Shaw batting .316 in the young season and doing a pretty nice job. Again, Brewers fans had a sour taste in their mouth from Travis Shaw from a couple of years ago. He started out good with the Brewers, and then as his third year came, it was bad. And his second tour now with the Brewers, and doing pretty good. I thought he was robbed. He thought he was robbed of a hit in the game yesterday against St. Louis that may have put the Brewers in a different situation as it was. They only scored the one run yesterday. And just a wild sequence there. We'll go through that as we go through the kind of the batting order here and batting averages. Look up Christian Yelich here for you real quick, because Yelich got off to a very poor start and has got better now as the season has went on. As a matter of fact, if we go here, and my stats are failing me here. Very interesting, Milwaukee Brewers. You don't have Christian Yelich on your list. That is very interesting. I know how to find him though. Anyway, Yelich got off to a slow start. He's starting to heat up a little bit. He got his batting average above 250 now. So those are good signs for the Brewers. And that's where the good news ends. Brewer fans, especially if you're a fan of offense, that's where it ends. Locane is hitting a robust 188. Avisail Garcia is hitting 182. Not good, Brewer fans. Dan Vogelbach off the bench, the number one pinch hitter for the Brewers, batting 143. And it gets worse. Luis Urias, who, if you remember earlier, the Brewers dealt Orlando Arcia, and mainly because of his poor hitting, and left Urias. Now Urias batting .095 on the season. That hasn't gotten any better. And another bad news for the Brewers hitting-wise, Jackie Bradley Jr. Batting an .053. And worse than that, first baseman. Never played first base before. Again, I'm repeating some of the stuff that I said last week. But the Brewers were willing to put Keston Hiura over at first base because of his hitting ability. He had never played first base before. So the Brewers said, listen, He's not going to be very good as we start, and as we go in the season, he'll get better and better at first base. But we're going to put up with subpar play. We're going to put up with errors in the field for Kes Daddy because of his ability to hit from the plate. And Kes Daddy hitting an .043. He's got one hit on the season, and that hit did come yesterday. And the hit was actually a double down the right field line. A nice hit. You get your first one. So Kes Daddy's out of second base. He's relieved. And then Adam Wainwright attempts to pick off Kes Daddy over at second. Never pick off Kes Daddy. It's not going to work. Throws the ball into center field. So Kes Daddy takes third. And as the center fielder is coming in, the ball goes under his glove. And Hiura comes all the way in to score on the double error. And that was the only run the Brewers could manufacture yesterday. It took a double error on a pickoff attempt for the Brewers to scratch across one run yesterday. And again, you can see why, because all the Brewers that we're counting on right now are hitting under 200. And this is just crazy here that the Brewers on their stat page have left out Christian Yelich. Anyway, batting about 250. Yelly's coming on here a little bit. All right, moving on, we will talk about volleyball. We've got Alt Spring Volleyball that is beginning its culminating event. That's a fancy word for tournament. And the state tournament for volleyball is starting tomorrow on Saturday, and Zaleski Sports will be there as your number one seeded Spash Panthers take to the court. They take on the Superior Spartans at 1 p.m. Watch it live at ZaleskiSports.com. And then it's the 2-seed Eau Claire Memorial and the 3-seed Eau Claire North at 4 p.m. We'll have that one live too. And Memorial, the 2-seed, just beat the 1-seed Spash on Tuesday night. So if they go chalk, they're going to get a rematch. And I know Coach Molly Williams would love nothing more than to have a rematch against the Old Abes. And that regional championship game is Saturday at 7:30. So watch it all live, all free, all at ZaleskiSports.com. Take a look at Masters action right now. Again, it's moving day tomorrow, Saturday. That's when players are on the move, either up or down the leaderboard to have their right to challenge for a Masters championship on Sunday. So that's tour talk. Moving day is Saturday. Justin Rose at the top as of at this moment when I'm recording this right now. He's followed there by Weisberger, Leishman, Harmon, and Matsuyama. All names that you'll figure to hear all weekend long. Of course, my guy, Justin Spieth, is not playing so well right now. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching the Fleet Farm Halftime Show. Again, Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Your game right around the corner. Stay tuned.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
All right, gang, welcome back here to Sheboygan North High School and our halftime reports. And a lot of you watched it. In particular, Angela thought it was really good. So thanks, Angela. Appreciate that. Yeah, killing time. That's I'd like to tell you it's more sophisticated than that during a halftime broadcast. It's not. They do it everywhere. You watch the NFL on Fox, they are killing time during halftime there as well. But halftime kill is just about complete here at North High School. And I'll go through a couple of the stats for you anyway. It's, like I said, 14-0 is our score. And a successful two-point conversion on a extra point try after the first touchdown of the game. That was scored by Ben Volavsky as he rumbled in from just a few yards out early in the second quarter. And then we had a touchdown pass completed to Caden Bell. Nice pass from Jack Hamas, and those are the only two scores here of the game. And as I said, it was an unsuccessful extra point after the Volavsky touchdown, but a successful fire drill ran by the Terrors, and the two-point conversion was good. And then an unsuccessful extra point try, and then a same fire drill ended just inside the 1 yard line. So 14-0 is our halftime score. As you saw that very interesting guy killing time during the halftime show talk about, we've got 4 live events coming for you tomorrow. It's volleyball regional finals from Stevens Point High School. We'll have both regional semifinals and the regional final for you live. All that action starts at 1 p.m. And then it's also Nina boys soccer on the docket tomorrow as well. You'll find all those games, all the links for those games at ZaleskiSports.com. But Angela, thanks, Angela. All right, well, we finally got Angela straightened out that she does agree. I did a fine job of killing time. That's the whole idea, and we've killed it enough that we are underway here in quarter number 3 as the ball picked up at around the 15-yard line and rumbling across the field from us. And Green on the return. Brandon Green will bring it up near the 30, actually past the 30-yard line, up to the 33, and that's where North will begin their first drive here of the second half as they find themselves down 14-0 here as we start quarter number 3. Isaiah wants a Appleton West student section shout out as they are in full throat virtually. Thanks, Isaiah, and the rest of the folks from West watching from the Fox Valley. As the pitch will go to Robinson, and he will fall ahead forward a gain of about 5 on the first down play for Robinson. In that first half for West, it was Ira Johnson, 9 carries, 62 yards, leading the way. And for Sheboygan, Carter Bell, 4 carries for 20 yards, and a fumble on the ground there that will be picked up, fallen on, I should say, by number 27, Isaac Laws. And in a statistical situation, it'll be a loss of 5 for Laws, and that's not what you want to see. So 3 carries and negative 5 yards for Mr. Laws, and we've had a few of those scenarios here. Sheboygan, as North has put the ball on the ground a few times here in this game. Now once already here in half number 2 as the pass is going to be completed to Robinson. A pass caught at the 41-yard line and pushes ahead up to the 47. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Nice pass there from Tudis to Robinson. Saw a big 3rd down conversion early in the game. Looked very similar to that one. This one goes for a few yards less than that, but nevertheless a conversion and a fresh set of downs for the Raiders. And so again, they've got the ball out to the, call it now the 48-yard line, their own 48, but in business is North. Tudis puts Robinson in motion, and now will roll out to his right and be swung down there by number 48 on the tackle. That is Brandon Dodge. And a loss of 2 for Tudis. So 5 carries now for Tudis, no yards on the day. And we will not be at JV games for North on Monday. No, our apologies. But thanks for asking. Maybe someday. Here's Tudis now, and Tudis again will pitch to Robinson. Pitches it behind him. Ball is on the ground and falls and rolls out of bounds. That's the third time today that Tudis has not been able to find Robinson on the pitch. Twice the Raiders have kept possession, and once not. And this one is one of those that is kept, but another big loss on the play. Brings up a 3rd and long from the 43-yard line. Tudis just needs to get that ball to the numbers. Get it right to the 2-5. But there has been, at the very least, miscommunication on where that pitch needs to go. Now Tudis fumbles on the snap, able to pick it up and push ahead. He's going to gain 4, and it'll be a 4th and 11 upcoming for the Raiders. And the offense comes off the field, so the defense stands for the Terrors. Be a 14-yard drive. And we'll give you the time on it after the punt has been delivered. And the punt is away, and will land at the 30, right in front of Volavsky. Volavsky lets it go. It rolls out of bounds. And the Terrors will take over from the, going to mark him down around the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. We'll call it the 29. Unofficial. A 3-minute, 29-second drive goes 14 yards. And a punt. Ball now belongs to Appleton West. Sheboygan North cheering section, cheering for Johnny. And the give goes to Johnson right up the middle. He'll gain about 3 on the carry. So a gain of 3 gives Johnson now 65 yards on 10 carries. And I'm good enough at math to know that's 6.5 yards per carry. It's pretty good. Check this out, Cale. You'll get a first down every 2 carries. Sometimes just 1. It's the law of averages. Ball comes out as he was slung down. What are they going to call here? And they're going to say he was down. They're going to say the ball carrier was down as that ball came out. Our white hat Bob Fletcher comes in and confirms the ball remains Appleton West ball. Ira Johnson on the carry as he picked up 4 on the play. And as his elbow hit, the ball came out, and elbow is down. So 3rd and 3 now for the Terrors. Here's Hamas calling for it. He'll take it. And the handoff comes to Johnson. Johnson picks his way back up the middle, pushes ahead, and a big run of 5 yards on 3rd and short for Ira Johnson. So fresh set of downs for West as they play from their own 43-yard line. So from the 43, here comes Bell in motion. And the give goes to Johnson. I believe that was still Johnson in there. Yep. So gain of 6 for Johnson. as he continues to rack up numbers now. 13 carries, 80 yards for Ira Johnson. Again, Johnson getting most of the work here today. He's got 13 carries. Volavsky with 6. It was almost a mirror opposite last week between the two. Volavsky does have a touchdown, though. He had 3 last week. He's got 1 now. And Hamas will keep, and he'll push ahead. A gain of about 2 for Hamas. And number 73 on the tackle for North, that's Jonah Weinfurter. But 9 carries, 53 yards now for Hamas on the day. And a 3rd and a long 3 for the Terrors right at the 50-yard line. So from the 50, Johnson now moves to the right of Hamas. Hamas has 2 receivers split wide each side. 1 now in motion. And North shows pressure, come with the blitz. Handoff goes to Johnson. Johnson will have just enough for the first down, maybe plus a yard. It'll be a gain of 4 for Ira Johnson as his strong day continues here on the road in Sheboygan. Now Hamas and his teammates look to the sideline, get the play call. And now shotgun now for Hamas. As Bell again comes in motion from his left to his right, and actually it was going to be a direct snap to Volavsky with Johnson with him, but it's a false start called on the Terrors. It'll be 1st and 15 upcoming as the ball back into Terror territory. And highlights of this game coming later tonight. We'll prepare them on the drive back home to Central Wisconsin as there was a rock, paper, scissors battle for driving. And Matt Dickinson won/lost that competition and will drive us at least most of the way back home. I'll be sitting in the back seat. Direct snap there to Volavsky, and that goes nowhere. Actually, he's going to lose 2. And a 2nd and long now upcoming for West. And the play clock is just about ready to, and there it is. Our back judge has started the countdown. 3, 2, and the Terrors get the ball off in time. Hamas around right tackle, and will be wrapped up there by number 24, Cade Allen. And a gain of about 3, and looks like we may have a man down here. But a gain of 3, that'll be 10 carries, 56 yards for Hamas. But on the injury, we will take a quick break. Be back to Sheboygan North in just a moment.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in Central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere. Or visit us at vhautos.com.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu. Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go.
All right, as we come back here, we see a round of applause being given to Angel Martinez. And Martinez, with a little bit of guidance, will be helped to the sideline, and we wish him all the best and get back on the field soon, Mr. Martinez. So 3rd and long coming up for the Terrors, and it's a running clock up in Green Bay as Neenah all over Green Bay, Preble 46-0. And it looks like it may be such case in Stevens Point sooner rather than later, as it's 31-0, as they are just about ready to end the halftime break in Stevens Point. So a couple big scores outside of this one, as our score here remains 14-0, West over North. West was on the move, and a false start penalty has pushed them back here. Now 3rd and long, as Martinez will take a seat and get some more attention. And here goes Hamas now. Quick pass out to Bell on the right, and Bell up ahead past the 40, diving forward, and he'll be marked down. It'll be a gain of about 9. It'll bring up a 4th and about 2 upcoming for Appleton West. Very quick pass there, a little sprint out right for Hamas, and he finds his big target, number 81, Caden Bell. Bell with the touchdown catch in this game. But now on the 4th down, offense stays for West inside the Sheboygan North 40. We'll call it the 38-yard line on 4th and 2. In the pistol is Hamas. He's got Volavsky to his right, and Hamas will keep it himself, and does pitch it at the very, very last moment. May have been better served just to hang on to that ball, as he had already reached the line to gain, but as it is, it'll be a run credited to Ben Volavsky of about 4 yards and a 1st down for West. So 1st down West, as we play with just under 3 minutes left here in the 3rd, and the give goes to Volavsky, and you can see fresh legs, comparatively speaking, as we compare Johnson and Volavsky. But as it is, Volavsky with a big run there. It's going to be a gain of 7 on 1st down for Ben Volavsky. Talked to Ben after last week's game. I mentioned those highlights earlier. Highlights be available a little bit later tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll put them over on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Wisconsin. Talk to today's winning coach and our Highlight House player of the game. All that be available later tonight over on Facebook, Zaleski Sports Wisconsin. As the pitch comes to Volavsky, got a block from Bell, and then will be taken down, tackled on the play by number 15, Carter Bell. And a gain of maybe 1 there for Volavsky. So 3rd and 2 now for West. And second half underway in Stevens Point. Spash looking to keep on the other side of a running clock. It's 31-0 Fond du Lac over Spash as they just start the second half right now. Watch it live at ZaleskiSports.com. Handoff to Volavsky. He's got a hole just outside the center, between the center and the right guard. And he's got a big run there, a run of about 8 yards, and that'll bring up another 1st down for West. Again, drive started back on the 29-yard line. Started with 8:31 left on the clock, so a 7+ minute, just a clock grinding drive here for the Terrors. And 7 minutes into the drive already. It's 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of North. The give again to Volavsky. Volavsky, another big hole up the middle, and twisted down. It'll be a gain of 9. Another big run for Ben Volavsky. Just like sending a big log through the sawmill, just grinding on that 3rd quarter clock, sawing it all the way down to a nub right now. As as we come up on 40 seconds left in the quarter. Again, this drive started with 8:31 on the clock. Here's the give again to Volevsky. Volevsky, another big run, and is going to be dragged down from behind as he's pulled down by number 67, Hayden Ali. It will be enough for a first down. It's going to be a 1st and goal for West. Give him a gain of 3. But 1st and goal now from inside the 5-yard line for the Terrors. Touchdown here by West, capping off a long drive and maybe eating all the rest of the third quarter. Going to put the North Raiders in a precarious spot as we begin the fourth here soon, and the third quarter has expired. As it does, Ben Volevsky punches it in for an Appleton West touchdown. Another big touchdown day for Ben Volevsky. Again, he had 3 a week ago. He's got 2 today, as he's got 14 carries for 55 yards and 2 scores, and it is 20-0 West. And running clock now in Stevens Point as Fond du Lac takes the opening drive right down the field against the Smash Panthers. All right, quarter change. We will take a commercial break, be back to Sheboygan North for the final quarter here tonight.
You living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
After work, the game, or this weekend, Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers. And kickoff to start the fourth quarter. Ball will be taken by Robinson at the 18-yard line. I'm sorry, that's number 21, Brandon Green, from the 18-yard line. And North will start at its own 35-yard line. Just to recap that last Appleton West drive, 8 minutes, 31 seconds, 71 yards on the drive, capped off by the 4-yard touchdown run, his second of the day by Ben Volevsky. 20-0 West here, and fourth quarter, it is go time for the Raiders right here, right now. They have ventured once into West territory. That's been it, but they're going to need to venture once, twice, and thrice here to claw back into this one, and there's a good start at it there as Max Tudis will gain 6 on the first down carry. Brandon Dodge on the tackle. And I'm going to erase that 6. A 7-yard carry there by Tudis to start this offensive possession for the Raiders. And got an equipment malfunction here on the side, on the Sheboygan side. And they'll let that young man get his equipment back in order before we start again. And fortunate that is the quarterback, Max Tudis. Well, if he's going to get his earpiece, so he's going to get the play called right into his ear. It's a good way to do it. While you're standing over there, you might as well get the play. And now Tudis is going to stay out at, well, nope, okay, hold it. Well, Tudis was going to be at receiver for a moment, and then Evan Spaulding says, now why don't you take the snap? I'll come back out here into my wide out spot. He may have been moving up, and there's going to be a penalty here. As it looked like Raiders were moving at the snap. It's a big run, though, by Tudis as he's pushed out inside the 30. But I don't believe this is going to stand. There was a lot of motion going on in the Sheboygan North side of things, and our white hat Bob Fletcher has not moved more than 3 yards. and this one will come back. There were 2, maybe 3 Raiders moving at the time of the snap, and that will come all the way back. Student section not happy with the call. Option there, come out and play football. I saw some dudes down there that probably should be playing football, as a matter of fact. This, though, being said from a guy during his high school years that literally had to be pulled out of his bedroom window once to get down in the gym and lift weights. So I know how it is. I'll tell you, it was birthday boy yesterday. It was one Mr. Scott Wojcik, team quarterback, coming and yanking me out of bed at 5 in the morning. Oh, I hated him for that. I like him a little better now. Still hated him back then for doing that to me. Robinson in motion, turns back the other way. Now Tudis will flip to Bell, and Bell with a big run here on the north sideline as Carter Bell will rumble ahead. He'll regain the penalty yardage plus some, and it's a first down for the Raiders. As they are right near the midfield stripe, will take this first down snap from their own 48-yard line. DIC talking about Willie Lee Robinson III. I have no idea who that is, Mr. DIC. But pitch goes, maybe this is who it is here. I don't know. As the carry there by, Will Robinson. Okay, I guess that makes a little bit of sense now. But Robinson there on the carry. He'll gain 6 on the first down play. And again, due to no fault of his own, at least by my estimation, on his 6th carry of the day, has brought his rushing total to an even 0. But again, a couple of those times, the pitches going over his head, he's having to run backwards to pick him up. They've got him down for a loss of 13, 11, and 6. But able to get it back to 0 on carry number 4. And now Tudis still with the ball, and Tudis will keep himself and rumble over 1, and then finally tipped over by number 10, Matt Van Putten. And we've got a terror down on the field, and the whistle will blow there. And we will take a quick break and get you up to speed on the injury when we come back.
Of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Scotty's. And while we were away, that was number 8, Nate Shanahan, being helped off the field, and looks like he'd be okay. They were working on his right ankle just a little bit. But I hope Mr. Shanahan gets back on the field soon. 3rd and 4 now for the North Raiders. Again, got to make a march down the field. This is the second time they have played in Appleton West territory here today, and as Tudis, he'll get wrapped up right away in the backfield, hit there by number 76, Charlie Muniz. So a loss of about 3 on the carry by Tudis. So 8 carries, 8 yards now for Tudis, and that kind of begins to tell the story here. For the 0 on the Sheboygan North side, we've got Robinson, 4 carries, no yards. Tudis, 8 carries for 8 yards. And it's number 15, Carter Bell. He's got 4 carries for 20 yards. That's essentially the offense we've seen from North here today, as Tudis fires across the middle, and that ball in and out of the hands of Evan Spaulding. And Spalding runs off the field. He's upset with himself for not hanging on to that one. And on the 4th down play, the Raiders turn it over on downs. Ball now belongs to the Appleton West Terrors, as they will take over here with 8:20 left to play here in the game. And we'll start just 2 yards outside of Raider territory. They'll begin the drive on their own 48. Last score updates will give you from outside of this place here. 45-0 Fond du Lac over Spash. As the handoff goes to Johnson, Johnson will pick his way up the middle and push ahead, a gain of about 3 for Johnson. And the last update from Green Bay as they play with 7:45 left in the game, and 52-0 Nina over the Hornets. And the Rockets will move to 2-1. Fond du Lac will move to 3-0, by the way. But running clock in both of those games. Again, at Preble, it is 7:30. As we play just a little bit over 7:30 left here in the 4th. Bell comes in motion, runs in front of Hamas from left to right. Now Hamas will sprint left, keep himself, turn it upfield, and will push ahead. Nice run there on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 on the play and a 1st down for West. Brandon Shane on the tackle for the Raiders. And Shane, a 6', 170-pound junior. As I had mentioned before, a lot of sophomores and juniors on the team. Max Tudis, quarterback, sophomore. A lot of the names I've called today, sophomores, for this Raiders football club tonight. One of the few seniors having a good night tonight, Will Robinson. And handoff goes to Johnson. Johnson again around the left side, and another big gain on 1st down for West. It'll be a run of 9 for Johnson, and ball be placed just outside the 30-yard line. As Johnson works his way towards the century mark, he's got 15 carries for 93 yards here tonight. West taking their time, as you'll see Jack Hamas at quarterback wait for the back judge to start his countdown, or at least lift his hand up. He did there, and has taken more time off the clock as Johnson will punch it ahead for 2 yards. That's enough for a 1st down. So 95 yards now on the day for Johnson as the clock continues to wind. 6:35 left to play. The shutout last week for Appleton West. They took care of Manny 38-0, and looking to perhaps score 2 consecutive shutouts as they lead 20-0 here on the road at Sheboygan North. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Johnson. Gain of 3 as he keeps pushing towards 100 yards, now 17 carries, 98 yards, and as they push the marker forward, going to change that to a 4-yard carry, now 99 yards on the day for Johnson. So 2nd and 6. 5:45 left to play. Belafsky behind Hamas, and Hamas will keep and takes a block from Johnson and will lose a couple yards. Nice defensive play there for the Raiders. And the tackle made by number 24, Cade Allen. So loss on the play. It'll be 3rd now and about 8 for West. Pressure being shown by the Raiders. They come with it. Hamas back to pass, and he skips that one in. His intended receiver there, Spencer Steffen, but threw it about a step behind and about 2 feet too low for Steffen. It'll be 4th down now upcoming for West. 5:05 left in the game. And the West offense will stay on the field, look to pick up another first down, and look to continue to wear out the clock here. Again, their last drive went 8 minutes and 31 seconds. This one is 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the making. 4th and long now for the Terrors. Defense comes for the Raiders. It's Hamas now, steps up in the pocket. He'll run with it now. And he's going to be slung forward, and as the tackle is made, he is thrown into first down range. It's a gain of 11 on the carry, and the 11 yards is enough for a first down for West. Tackle made there by Josh Bauer. And it'll be Sheboygan North with the timeout. And let's take one timeout here, Kay. It'll be our last timeout break of the night. We'll be back to Sheboygan right after this.
To get started at Mid-State Technical College, 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu. Need incentive?
Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
When you get moving again, be safe.
All right, back here to Sheboygan, and a first down now for Appleton West as Coach O'Brien looks to try to get one more possession, at least one more possession. We had a false start, maybe another false start, and no call. There come the flags. I don't know why it took so long to get those flags going there. That was a false start by the slot receiver twice. But, as it is, the correct call was made, as they almost always are. As they always are. That'll be a 5-yard pre-snap penalty. They're going to call it illegal motion. But either way, 5-yard infraction on the Terrors, and it's a 1st and 15 now. Mike Wendland up in Green Bay teasing the fans there that it's in the press box. It's sunny and 70. The handoff to Volavsky. Volavsky makes a couple miss, slips out of another tackle, and another nice run for Ben Volavsky. That'll go for, call that one a 12-yard run. So 15 carries, 67 yards for Volavsky. And again, Ira Johnson sits on the bench. He's got 17 carries for 99 yards. Got a big rushing attack here all day long for Appleton West. Now Bell comes in motion. And Hamas with the handoff to Volavsky. Volavsky will follow Bell to that right side. And he'll be spun down, a gain of a couple on the run. It'll bring up a 3rd and short. We'll call it a gain of 3 on the run. Trey Seiler, 5'10", again, another sophomore for the Raiders on the tackle. So the Terrors play from the near hash on 3rd and 2. The give will go to Volavsky. Volavsky again off a right tackle. And we'll have enough for the first down. It was 3rd and 2. He gets 3, and it's a first down, Appleton West. 3:13 and counting here as this drive again goes over 5 minutes long. And last drive for West, 8:31. Now this drive over 5 minutes long. And we'll have a timeout here going to be called by the Raiders. So the Raiders will use their second timeout of the half. It'll give me another opportunity to tell you a couple things. One, highlights coming a little bit later tonight. You'll find highlights of this game over on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Wisconsin. We'll talk to today's winning coach and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. You'll see those interviews in the highlights and only in those highlights. Plus, all the best moments from today's game. Regional volleyball tomorrow from Stevens Point. We will show you 3 games, 2 regional semifinals and a regional final. All the action starts from Spash High School at 1 p.m. And we've also got Nina Boys Soccer at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. You can check all those listings, find your game at ZaleskiSports.com. So under 3 minutes left to play here, and short of a Sheboygan North turnover here in the very near future and a big comeback. It looks to be Appleton West moving their record to 2-1, but still just about 3 minutes left. I'll tell you, I've seen more dramatic than that, so stay tuned. As the give to Volavsky. Volavsky, a big run around the left-hand side of the line. And another nice gain there for Volavsky. He'll gain 5 on the first and goal. That'll move to second and goal now from around the 3-yard line. Under 2.5 to play here from Sheboygan. Volavsky tight to the right hip of Jack Hamas. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. The give to Volavsky. Volavsky pushes ahead, and he'll gain a couple more down about the 1-yard line. Virtual student section back at West. Likely liking what they see right now. And Isaiah leading the virtual student section from West tonight. Way to go, Isaiah. Third and goal from the 1. Here's Hamas. Hamas takes and gives to Volavsky. Volavsky stutters once, pushes ahead, and another touchdown for Ben Volavsky. Drive just under 7 minutes long as another just clock grinding drive for the Terrors. They took 8:31 off the third quarter clock in one drive. They do it again, like I said, in just under 7 minutes here in this fourth quarter, taking monstrous amounts of time off the clock, and another special teams play that does not go as planned, but it picked in the end zone. You got to be kidding me. What is with these Appleton West Terrors? Well, I'm sorry to laugh, but that is not supposed to happen for either team. And I chuckle at West because what in the world is going on out there? But as I was about to wrap up, another 3-touchdown performance by Ben Volavsky. As he punches it in from 1 yard out, 20 carries, 81 yards, and 3 tutties for Volavsky. You got Ira Johnson on the bench, and apparently Mitch Johnson doesn't want Mr. Johnson to get 100 yards because 99 is where he's going to be stuck. Stats are irrelevant on the win. Ball they're taken at the 17-yard line, a little stutter, and then bunched up. Tackle in part made by number 48, Brandon Dodge. On the return, that was number 10, Trey Seiler. .88 seconds left to play. And I will talk to Coach Mitch Johnson about special teams play. We'll put that in the highlights tonight because I got to know what's going on out there. How are they doing that? As Tudis will roll out to his right. Now he'll run forward. Tudis with a big run here. And Tudis is going to be across the 50-yard line before he's finally pulled down by number 17, Terry Poe. So Poe pulls down Tudis as Tudis goes across the 50 and into territory. 118 and counting. Now Tudis, ball between his legs, picks it up under heavy pressure there. Now loads up, left-handed throw. And as Robinson came back for the ball, he got tangled with number 22, Jake Dorn. And Dorn and Robinson tangle feet. No flags thrown. Pass is incomplete. To the discontent of some here in attendance. And I'll tell you, the student section is, they're always fun, no doubt about it. That was the right call, though. Feet got tangled, incidental, and pass incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 49. Clock stops with 1:04 left to play here in the game. Here's Tudis now. Tudis will keep, now flip it back to Bell, and Bell will be tracked down. A loss of about 1 on the play as the tackle made there by number 28 as flags come in. E.J. Holtz with the tackle, and there was some extra fun being had in the Appleton West defensive backfield. 2 flags now on the ground. We'll see what that call is as it'll be talked to with our white hat, Bob Fletcher. He and his crew done a fantastic job here all game. But they'll get this one ironed out as well. Appleton West pointing towards north. And Bob will tell us it's a unsportsmanlike called on west and an unsportsmanlike called on north. So offsetting penalties, and we will play 3rd and 10 from the 50-yard line. So equal opportunity flags there. You get a flag, you get a flag. Now Tudis drops back to pass, heaves deep. This one is going to be incomplete. Pass broken up there by number 21, Pat Crawford. Pass intended for Will Robinson. So Cale tells us we've got 45 seconds left here to play. 4th down now. A couple incomplete passes bring up 4th down for the Raiders. Tudis now sends Bell in motion. Tudis back to pass. Looks left, throws quickly to the left, and finds his man there. Caught at the 30-yard line, slipping one tackle, and brought down Evan Spalding on the catch. And tackled in part by number 41, Bomani Hooper. Hooper and Poe combined on the tackle, and a whistle blows. We'll get a final timeout here, final timeout of the game for Sheboygan North. And again, we'll keep it here as we've got 38 seconds, and Coach O'Brien looking for a little momentum heading into next week. See if they can get a score here and at least break up the shutout. And again, as I was saying, highlights made available a little bit later tonight on Facebook. Catch them at Facebook Zaleski Sports Wisconsin as we check in Stevens Point, 4th quarter, and 45-0 Fond du Lac over Spash. And the Cardinals looking to score one more time here. They've got the ball down on the 2-yard line. Looking to put a 5 on the scoreboard. And they may have just done it. We take a look in there, and indeed, it is now 51-0 Fondy over Spash. As Fond du Lac again will move to 3-0. Stevens Point will move to 1-2. As the pitch comes outside to Robinson. Robinson gets a nice block there from Bell and keeps on his feet, still churning his feet up ahead, and a gain finally of 9. And I say finally because Robinson made all 9 of those yards happen. I will say this, if nothing else, the North student section's been active from start to finish. They came here to cheer, and they came here to have a nice time, and they're doing it all. Each and every bit of it. So 2nd and a short one from inside the 20-yard line. Man in motion is Bell. Tudis back to pass, looks left, throws left, and contact in the end zone. This is going to be a penalty on West. This will come back as the pass was intended for Robinson. There's actually 2 penalties on the field, and both are going to be called on number 25, Ben Volavsky. But Ben Volavsky is having the time of his life running it all the way back. He'll run it back 99 yards, but it'll come back 99 yards. It'll be now I see 3 flags on the field, 2 in the end zone, 1 at the 29-yard line. I didn't see that one until just now. At the least, it's offsetting penalties. It is, though, perhaps a pass interference will be the ultimate call here. I suppose there could have been a block in the back as well on West on the return. Either way, it took precious time off the clock with 9 seconds now remaining. What could have been perhaps 2 plays left for North after the run back by Volavsky. It will be just, well, it still could be 2, more likely 1. And it'll be Bob Fletcher now to tell us the call. Well, it is so pass interference, as I said it would be. Bob knew it too. I think everybody here knew it, except for Mr. Volavsky, who was the interferer. He was happy to run that ball back down the field. So 1st and goal now as North, their deepest venture into West territory yet. They do it with 9 seconds left on the clock. 1 in motion, now 2 in motion. They're both going to have to get reset, and they don't, and this will be, well, Tudis with the jump pass and pass deflected. They do not call the illegal motion penalty there. They say let her ride. And we've got 5 seconds left, Cale. So 5 seconds, perhaps just 1 play left here in this game tonight.
Pass intended for Evans Spalding, incomplete.
Thank you, Angela, for watching, as she thanks all of our hard work tonight, including our time-wasting halftime show. All right, 2nd and goal on what could be the last play of the game. Here's Tudis ready for it. The Raiders put Robinson in motion. He sprints right. Tudis looks right and finds his man open in the end zone, and he's going to back into the end zone. Touchdown, Sheboygan North Raiders. And the touchdown catch made by Carter Bell on the right side of the field. So Bell brings it in for the touchdown, and the Raiders break up the shutout. And that will be the end of our contest tonight as we wrap up here from Sheboygan. Your final score, Appleton West 28, Sheboygan North 6. Again, highlights made available later tonight on Facebook. Watch them first at Zaleski Sports Wisconsin. For Cale Jacoby, Matt Dickinson, my name is Jason Zaleski. Have a great night, everybody,